Hi, I'm Ron B from Philly, and I got something to say about the Philly looting. Hi, I'm Ron B from Philly, and I got something to say about the Philly riots. On May 25th, 2020, George Floyd, black man, 46-year-old, was killed by the Minneapolis Police Department. He was arrested for allegedly passing a fake $20 bill. His murder was broadcast live, basically the same way that I'm doing this video, with a cell phone, with many cell phones. People watched in horror as the man told the police that he couldn't breathe and asked for them to let him go or let him off the ground. And the Minneapolis Police Department callously did not do that. And of course, after his death, rioting took place throughout the country. Many cities had riots, but when I looked on the internet, the riots in Philadelphia were taking center stage. Now, it's not always all about us, but as I've said in many videos before, and if you watch some of my previous videos, there is a stigma about how Philadelphia is a wild, barbaric place. So I thought I would discuss the riots or that action from the perspective of a Philadelphian. And I'm 52 years old, so I've been here my whole life. I remember being told about the riots in the 60s after Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, John F. Kennedy, and all those people got killed. And I've seen the reports, the news reports. Detroit on fire. California, Los Angeles on fire. Philadelphia, Columbia Avenue, which is now named Cecil B. Moore Avenue, totally destroyed. And I've seen the repercussions of those riots where people decided to march. A lot of civil rights actions in the 60s had marches. And there were many marches, more than just the ones that they decided to make movies about. Well, what happened in the end after all of that? Did people stop getting killed? Did racism end? Did anything change? Yes. They changed laws. They changed the rules in certain areas and certain things, Jim Crow laws, voting laws. A lot of things changed. Maybe not everything. Maybe it wasn't perfect, but things changed. All right, let's flash forward to the 80s and 90s. Let's talk about in Los Angeles, where the police nearly on camera beat to death a driver that they had pulled over for a traffic ticket, and damn near beat him to death. And there were riots again, and then people burned things up. Nothing really happened to those police officers, though. They went to trial, but they didn't really suffer, aside from public scrutiny, but nothing really happened. Nothing changed. Police still beating to death people, shooting people. It's happened in Philadelphia quite a few times if you look it up. It's happened, it continues to happen. But nothing came of it. So why is this important now to me? Why am I bringing this up? Well, we just had the same situation happen in Philadelphia in this day and time. A lot of riots, and it was at least two specific times when it happened really bad. And we had a lot of marches and people came out, with different causes to speak about the injustice. But here's my question though, and what I feel the reason why I want to talk about this is that after all of that happened, people are still getting killed by the police. People are still, the same things that happened before the riots is happening still. They continue to happen. And then on January 6th, we see some protesters break into our nation's capital, and they be treated as if they were guests. Matter of fact, a lot of them said that they thought they were guests, that they were invited to stop the Congress from doing its job and certifying our president. I'm just trying to figure out, well, when the Black Lives Matter was rioting, or were protesting, my mistake, they were treated by rubber bullets, tear gas, arrest, and now this another group decides that their protest, whereas Black Lives Matter didn't break into the Capitol, break into City Hall, break into anything. They did some civil disobedience. Yes, they did. But nothing to the extent of what we seen on January 6th. But, it was different. That's because as much as I believe Black Lives Matter, there's a lot of good white Caucasian people who were in there with us, and God bless us. You cannot make change without everybody involved. The reason why it was different is because white cops and white soldiers will not fire on white people. Not since the Civil War. Now, if I'm wrong, if you believe that I'm wrong, please comment. Please send us, tell me that. But the way I see it is the way it is. Now, I'm going to wrap this up because I really want to say that there can be change. We must change the people. The same people who were in charge then are in charge now. And as you can see from what happened with our former president, they're not interested in what is right or wrong. They're not interested in what happens to you. All they're interested in is votes. So if that's the case, then we need to do something about that. We need to vote new people in. And if those people, the new people come in and they're not good, we need to vote them out and vote some other new people in. The point is, marching and rioting does not change the culture of the laws that are in place that keep power with the people who have been in power all this time. A march and rioting, you tear up your own neighborhoods. We tear up our own stuff, and it's not hurting them. They got insurance. There's a building on Broad Street, not far from my house. It's a sneaker store. They had just remodeled the sneaker store. Brand new store. It was coming to the neighborhood. Bringing money, probably a couple of jobs, a service. They burn it down. Burn it to the ground. That store still ain't open. It's going to be May. It ain't going to probably never open again. Why is that? Why is that important? The Rite Aids, the Family Dollars, the different businesses in our neighborhood, we didn't have services, couldn't get milk or bread because we're mad about something that happened. One thing that happened to the people who we pay to protect us. And we all think there's nothing we can do about this. Yeah, we got to get these people out of power. keep putting the same people back in, be it Democrat or Republicans, the same thing gonna keep happening. And is that okay? No. So I know this one is a little bit deep, but hey, this is what I'm getting involved in this for, because I got a lot of things to say and I just want to get them out there. Well, I'm Cheron B from Philly, and please like, subscribe, comment, follow us on Instagram or Twitter. And thanks for everybody who has been supporting us. We are new to this, so we're getting our feet up under us. I'm working on the social media so that I can respond and comment, and I'm looking out for you guys. And thank you for listening, and have a good day.